I think
It's
the main thing
bizarre.
the main thing to me on this album cycle is that's just been staggering is just the amount of people that have brought up Tom and say what his opinions would be of our music. And
So I
it's
saw there's the one that you tweeted. There's been more than that.
oh dude, it's been relentless. It's been
That is
you know
honestly shocking to me.
yeah, it's really crazy, and you see that's the side of things that is just so painful because that's like the most uh the most horrific moment in my entire life, and somebody because they don't like something that I've created or we've created together. They feel like they can bring that up to hurt me because they don't like a song. And I don't know about you, but there's a lot of bands that release music where I go like, oh, I don't know if I get this yet, but I'm
Sure.
certainly not going to go and tweet them and say like, by the way, your member that died would fucking hate this. It's a whole level of insanity. But yeah,
I'm honestly shocked that it
yeah
was more than that. I thought it was just that one person, which is bad enough. I mean, even one is too
yeah.
many, but to
Well,
hear
I
that it's
tweeted
more than one is amazing.
there was a few before the one that I posted and the one that Dan posted, but even when I posted the one that I posted on my Instagram, I had, people in my Instagram being like, yeah, this guy's right though. This guy's right. Like and you're like, I just don't have the energy to sit here and tell you why you're out of order. But
Yeah.
hopefully someday you figure out and you go, oh, maybe someday some of these, I mean, these people will experience the loss of a friend or a loss of a family member, and they'll be like, huh, maybe I shouldn't have said that because this is harrowing.
Well, you would hope so, but I feel like there's a lot of people, especially in metal, and I don't want to put words in your mouth. This is just my opinion, but there's
Mm.
a lot of people out there in metal, and I'll call you guys metal, just for the sake of making it easy, who are like
You
very
can't do that.
emotionally.
You can't do that. People are
No,
going to be
no,
so
no.
angry with you.
That's right. But there's a lot of people in metal, I think, who are like very emotionally underdeveloped people that, like, honestly, I'm not sure that they would ever take that moment to reflect and go, oh, I was a fucking asshole that one time. I feel bad. I think there's a lot of them. They're like,
Yeah.
no, I was right. That song is gay.
Do you know what's also crazy is like the level that with that where you're like, so you're also using a homophobic slur as a thing that's bad. You're saying that
Right.
if a song is gay, it is bad. So there's other levels to it. You're like I can't get my head around this, and you just I have to hope that those people will see the light in the future because yeah, I can't go around and educate everybody, but hopefully some people hear in things like this and in other interviews that we did. And I did one recently for Radio One with Daniel P. Carter, and Radio One in the UK is Dan pushes a lot of great metal, and it's amazing to sort of be on that platform. And during the interview, we were supposed to be celebrating the record. I burst into tears halfway through the interview because I started talking about this, and I just sort of read something that something had said to me, and I felt like it was, yeah, just really important to kind of really humanize the situation because at the end of the day, we're just five mates that are writing music. We've not done anything to hurt anyone, and we're pushing through something quite traumatic to come out the other side and be able to create this record and have had a good time doing it. And to some people, they're just angry about that, and I don't think I'll ever get my head around that.
Well, that's one of the things that I like about Architects is that I feel like you guys are operating at a level of emotional depth that I don't see in a lot of other, metal or metalcore bands. I think, to me, my personal opinion is that I think a lot of bands in your genre don't actually really have anything to say. Which, is fine. Like, if they don't have anything to say, they don't have anything to say. But I feel like a lot of people kind of write lyrics that sound angsty or whatever because they think that's what they're supposed to do because that's what the genre sounds like. But I don't
Mm,
feel it, if that makes sense. Whereas I feel
yeah,
like with your lyrics and your vocals, I feel something.
yeah. I think obviously coming through that situation with Tom, Dan wrote the majority, the entirety of the lyrics on Holy Hell, and then obviously from there, I think obviously when you're going through something like that, you have to write about something that that situation because it's so raw and real. Um, but then even previous to that, Tom wrote a lot of the lyrics, and I wrote them before that. It's interesting, you know. It's kind of like when everyone's sort of going through their own thing, they have something to say and something real and honest. And I think that's what we like to write. I think it's also just writing about what you know, um, and what you're passionate about, you know, and you know, even coming to you know, for those that wish to exist, and moving into this one, kind of taking a more world kind of view of everything and sort of looking around at the world. And I think it's relatable because I think what's going on in the world is quite scary, really. I think
Yep.
it's hard to sort. I mean, you don't turn on the news and get good news. You know, you turn on the news and it's like just bad, and then it's
Yeah.
like